Hi friends, this series is about your best mind and skin. This is for people who want to build confidence and learn to practice more discipline so that they can be a better worker or student, and just in general love yourself more and love your skin more. In this video, I'll be sharing about how to declutter your mind, and specifically I'll be addressing 3 common problems that we tend to go through when we have too much going on, too much on our plate, just so much thoughts that we have, and then I'll be addressing solutions to those problems. So if you're somebody who's very anxious, has a hard time concentrating and disciplining yourself, then this video is for you. The first problem that we encounter when we're very anxious or we have a hard time concentrating is that we just have too many thoughts, and the solution for this is to get them out. Now, I want to encourage you all first that having thoughts is a good thing. Having a lot of thoughts is great. Having ideas, opinions, values, that is a wonderful thing, and that is a gift. So don't feel bad about yourself if you just have so much going on in your brain. You just need to be able to channel it in a healthy way and to unleash those thoughts, and don't keep them all bottled up inside of you because you're just gonna go crazy. What are some ways to practically get those thoughts out? A lot of people turn to creative outlets such as singing, music writing, poetry. I think a lot of people can benefit from that. Specifically for me, I really love singing, and I have enjoyed doing a little bit of poetry as well to get my thoughts out there in a very creative way. If you're somebody who doesn't really like singing or poetry or any creative outlets, then I recommend journaling, because it's a great way to document your progress, to track your progress, and to look back on as well, like a month from now, a year from now even, and you'll really realize how much you've grown since then. Very similar to journaling is using voice memos on your phone and vlogging. Vlogging is a really great way to visually see yourself change over the years and your character. I've vlogged myself years ago, 5 years ago, and seen the difference between how I acted when I was like 18 versus now. So I think vlogging is a very great way to tangibly see how you've changed over the years and just to see how your thoughts have changed. So what I'll do is I'll literally just put on my laptop and I'll just talk. I'll just talk about whatever's on my mind, whatever's going through my mind, how I feel. Some questions that you can ask yourself are, how am I feeling today? What are my dreams? What are my motives, my goals? And those will change as you get older, and it's very interesting to see how you change throughout the years. If you're a very extroverted person and you like talking with people, then have intentional conversations with people about your thoughts. Don't just ramble on and on and on and on about them with a bunch of random people. Meet up with somebody and intentionally share what you're going through and what your thoughts are. And that'll be a lot more therapeutic than if you were to just kind of rant about what you're kind of going through with somebody at work, for example, or somebody who you see on the street. It'll be a lot more therapeutic and better for you if you intentionally meet with somebody who cares about you and talk about the things that you're feeling and the thoughts that you have in your brain. And lastly, another way to declutter your mind and your thoughts is through prayer. So whatever religion you believe in, if you do believe in a religion, then I think that prayer is a really great way to clear your mind. The second problem that we tend to have is too much stimulation. There's just too much stuff going at us, too much stimulus, and you're overwhelmed by all of the things going on around you. So the way to get rid of stimulation is to cut it off. We live in a world where there's constant stimulation all over, so we can't just escape this world and just be like, see ya, bye, leave in a car, go on an airplane somewhere, and just never come back, because we live in this world together. One of the main sources of stimulation is your phone. Now, it's great that you are using your phone, and it's okay to use your phone, and it's good that it gives you joy, but too much phone usage can overstimulate your brain and just overwhelm you. So I highly recommend that you put phone limits on your phone, whether that's through an app on your phone or if it's just physically putting your phone aside for a period of time. Some apps that I use on my iPhone are Flora and Pocket Points. Pocket Points is basically just this app where you accumulate points over time the longer you have the app open, and the longer you have the app open, the more points you accrue, and you can use those points to get coupons and use them in real life. So then it's like you're getting rewarded for not being on your phone. Another way you can cut off stimulation is to avoid binging. Binging is very dangerous, and once you start, it's very difficult to stop. So a great way to avoid binging is to just not do it. Don't do it until you get all the work that you need to do done. And because once you Once you open that door, then you're through, and it's just harder to stop once you start. Once you have cut off the stimulation, it's great to replace it with other things that will cause you to not be so stimulated. For example, being still and just enjoying 10 minutes to yourself doing nothing. When was the last time that you just sat and didn't do anything? Probably been a while, huh? So just get a nice cup of coffee or a nice cup of tea and just enjoy the sunrise, or just enjoy being outside. Enjoy reading a nice book for a few minutes or so and being still, and that will really help you to feel less stimulated when you just sit and rest. The third problem that we tend to have is that we just have too much to do, and the way to combat this is to prioritize and do everything little by little, because when you try to go at it all at once, it's just too overwhelming and it doesn't usually work out when you try to tackle everything all at once. The way that I usually try to prioritize is first, complete everything that has a deadline. Deadlines are crucial and they need to be done. So things that have a deadline that are coming up soon, especially, should be priority number one. The next thing are things that are to deal with other people, because other people are relying on you to get something done. And lastly, I think that you should prioritize more personal things, things that don't affect other people, but more affect you. Now, this doesn't mean that you should prioritize yourself last. I'm not necessarily saying that, because all of these things are important. But I think when other people are relying on you to get something done, then yeah, you definitely should prioritize those things over more personal things, like I want to go to the store to buy makeup, for example. But I'm not saying that you should prioritize like your sleep, for example, for the sake of others. So I just want to make sure to let you all know, take care of yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, then none of the rest really matters. A great way to prioritize what you need to do is having a planner or using sticky notes, taking it old school and literally just putting sticky notes on your board so that you can tangibly take them off when you finish them. I really hope that you guys can learn to declutter your mind more by using these tips, and also just continue to practice it, because I struggle with it too. I have a hard time with too many thoughts in my brain. Sometimes I just get in this mood where I just can't stop thinking about things that happened in the past, and I'll just get into this funk. Don't kid yourself there. And if you do, sit in it for a little bit, but make sure that you get out and get back up, because time is valuable and you want to use your time to fill the world with your knowledge and everything that you have to offer to this world. Time is valuable. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please let me know by hitting that like button. And if you didn't, leave a comment down in the comment section down below to let me know what it is that you would like to hear more about, or what's something that I can do better on. If you like these videos, then you can check out these right here on the side. And as always, stay beautiful and God bless.
I just wanna be happy.